Good morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss a important prose work of Nayanthara Shagal's A Day with Pandit Nehru. Nayanthara Shagal. Before we get into the prose work, let us see who this author Nayanthara Shagal is. She, with a powerful political background, her mother Vijayalakshmi Pandit, India's first ambassador to the UN, her uncle Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, her first cousin Indira Gandhi, India's third Prime Minister, has authored her writings interweaving history and politics with the backdrop of geographical locale. She has admitted her preference for focalizing politics through her experience of living as a woman, her interaction with the private and political dimensions of varied system of power. As a liberal, progressive minded ruler and a man of humanistic culture, Nehru civilized thoughts and actions for India through his dualism, his historic sense, his vision of Bharat, his belief in Panchshil, his faith in democracy and freedom in widening the vision of a might country from savage burden to a civilized progress. Politics is always understood as a part of social context. All the writers committed with this consciousness of the society naturally responds to a world that seems to be falling apart in the wake of the brutal advance of capitalism, rampant individualism, and the destruction of liberal traditions of hope and faith in man's innate goodness and the consequent loss of community. Born into the first family of Indian politics, Nehru's Nayanthara Shagal has published 9 novels and 8 works of non-fiction, beginning with her first work, A Mamaya, Prison and Chocolate Cake, 1954, an autobiography when she was only 27 years old, till the last novel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Civilizing a Savage World, dedicated in memory of Jawaharlal Nehru to Manishankar Iyer, who speaks the same language, and Gopal Krishna Gandhi for the language he speaks. Politics is her primordial predilection, and to her, Mama was highly pragmatic in bringing changes and adjustments. So far as India and governance was concerned, foreign policy and economic policy put an end to the communalism of Hindu revivalism. Nehru believed that these policies were important and they enhanced India's capabilities and the capabilities of a people. Personally, Nayanthara Shagal looked at Nehru as third parent. She blends politics with the personal through the variegated aspects of political life. She emphasizes the humanistic values she upholds, and the novel becomes a concern for quality of life. Nehru's involvement with India through actual journey over the length and the breadth of the country and his vivid imagined journeys into her past had an impassioned ingredient that kept his hold on him. An incident toward the end of his life illustrates the strength of the involvement. The fact that Shagal was a niece of Nehru had an influence on her firm commitment to the social activists, and her narrative centers around the bond of friendship that existed between Nehru and Shagal's father Ranjit Sitaram Pandit. Nehru's charismatic personality, both as a man and statesman, as the unquestioned leader during the most turbulent upheaval in the fabric of Indian life, opened the eyes of the nation and the world alike to the concept of a great and unified India. So, Nayantara gives a vivid picture of Nehru and his political experiences and journey. And though she belongs to Nehru's family, she has a very great or good relationship with Nehru's family. And this concept of a great and a unified India, which was instilled by Nehru, has been pictured and portrayed by Nayanthara Shagal in her works. Though she comes from a royal family, her portrayal of India is different and she brings forth the realistic point of view of India from the eyes of a great leader, Nehru. Thank you.